Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and episode 2 of my career mode. And today, well, we have the 5th race of the season. I've went ahead and I've played 3 races. We actually won one of them with Edda, John's daughter. If we have a look at the calendar, obviously this was the race that we played on camera. Sergio Arbeloa finishing in second. Then we went into Munich and had a bit of a shocker actually. Arbeloa finishing down in 11th and John stood a lap down. And then we went to Milan and Arbeloa, we were running 1-2. John's daughter and Arbeloa, and unfortunately Arbeloa had an engine failure towards the end and we actually lost it. And then we went to Tondela in Portugal in the last race and we were running okay in the top 5, both cars, and then I think John's daughter was overtaking Arbeloa. There was contact. Arbeloa had a drive-through penalty, so we had to pit both cars and just battle back towards the end. Finished 7th and 10th. So what does that mean for the standings? Well, and the drivers were 9th and 10th at the minute, which means we start middle of the grid, which is okay. But we're still a decent points total, so that means that if we win a couple of races towards the end, we can get back into this. And the constructors, we're currently 5th, but a couple of good point scores and we can get right up into second position where we're expected to finish. Our job is at risk at the moment, but it's currently safe. Apparently the chairman is happy with the job we're doing. So driver wise, we got rid of our reserve driver. We've just brought in this cheap one. And we've renegotiated Edda, John's daughter's contract, and made her the number 1 driver after 3 races in a row where she's looked a lot better. 2 races in a row where she's looked a lot better. We've improved the car a little bit. I don't know what that is, top speed. Right, so we could do with improving that. We've got no new parts to fit. Apparently that's at a risk of breaking the rules. I don't know why. We'll just see. Anyway, but we fitted it to her car, so hopefully we'll be able to do something good. Let's get into things. She's happy with it. He's delighted. So that's fine. Let's get into the race. So where are we this weekend in the European Racing Series? Round 5 of 10. And we are in Belgium, which should be a very, very good race, hopefully. Looks like Spa-Francorchamps with all of those trees. Don't think it will be. Does it look like it? Not really. But we'll see as the weekend goes on. It looks like it's raining at the moment, looking at these dots on the camera and looking at the weather down there. Obviously these two are going to be our drivers for practice. Let's have a look at the setup. We obviously need a good top speed around Belgium if the real life Belgian Grand Prix is anything to go by. Increase the camber a little bit, increase the tyre pressures, run low downforce settings. How do we get that handling back? That seems good. There we go. So Arbeloa can do that, that's good, and she can do... Well, she wants a bit of a higher downforce setting, but I don't think that's good around Belgium. I'll keep the others just like that. I think that's absolutely fine. Let's see how she finds that setup. We're just going to instant result this. We might do a couple of races in this episode, depending on how we go for time. I've just been doing this for all of the races, and Arbeloa seems to be quicker in practice usually, but let's see how John's daughter does. Oh, it was intermediate conditions, so we didn't do that well, but John's daughter much quicker than Arbeloa once again, and well, hopefully they'll be happy with the setups. Dry race, 8th or above, and we'll get 500 grand, which is good. We'll just auto pick these once again. He's only got one to pick. Car setup. Okay. let's increase that a little bit then, since she wants it a little bit higher. She was quite happy with that, and well, if we increase that a little bit, go for a little bit more of an understeery car, like that. There we go. She was only 1/10 quicker on the soft tyres, that's funny. Where's she starting? 12th. 13 laps. I think start on the soft tyres, be quicker towards the end. And we'll switch the strategy slightly. So he just found it okay, so he's a little bit more difficult to please. We'll just increase his downforce a little bit, just go for a bit more of a balanced setup. But well, needs that to be right up there, if it can be. There we go, we'll just settle for that, that'll do. And yeah, we'll see what we can do here. Let's start the race. We'll tell him to push a bit more and put her in a higher engine mode as well. And let's get into the race. So they'll be sitting next to each other on the grid. If we look at the grid order, obviously it's reverse grid, so Valdez will start on pole, Evans in second, Anna in third, Marchetta in fourth, with Rogers and Tang just behind in fifth and sixth. We've got Dembele and Chu on the fourth row of the grid, and Gerard and Dreyfus round out the top 10. Arbeloa and John Stoddard will start 11th and 12th. Let's get into things. Here we go, on the grid, ready for all 5 red lights. Lights out, away we go. John Stoddard off to a better start than Arbeloa, but she's bogged down by the person in 11th place, but Arbeloa manages to get past him into 10th. A decent start for both drivers, nice and safe through the first section. Hopefully this means that we can have a nice clean race. We are in the fastest cars, remember, of the sort of outside the top 10 scenario. Because of the reverse grids, it does help us a lot, but we just need to have a nice clean race. So let's watch John Stoddard. She's currently, well, I was going to say she's currently in 11th, but she managed to lose a couple of positions there. Just stay nice and smooth through this first lap. Obviously it's a very long lap around Spa in real life, and I imagine they've tried to replicate that in this version of the track. Well, Valdez still leading the Grand Prix on those super soft tyres. Yeah, most of the bottom 10 of oh my goodness me, that was so close to making contact, and she's just backed out of it, and that's allowed Dreyfus through. Wonder if we can click other people, can we? Yeah, it looks like we can. El Sadat in 11th place, he's looking racy, a little bit of a lock up there. Arbeloa, how's he doing in 13th? Not too good. Not too good at the moment. Let's just increase the speed of this. We'll watch John's daughter, and she's in 11th place. Oh, come on. Let's just start going for it a little bit. Oh, the rain, the rain, the rain. Oh dear. Let's stop that there. We've already went past the pits, so might as well continue on. It's going to get more and more damp towards the end of the race, so I think we pit and we bring them in on intermediates. We increase the fuel and we see what we can do. Bring her in as well. Put on the intermediate tyres and see what we can do about it. Obviously, oh, safety car, safety car. Oh, they're making overtakes. There shouldn't be under safety car conditions, but we're in 10th place at the moment, and that might just be a slight glitch. We're going to come into the pits on this lap, of course. So here we come. People going on to the inters. Doesn't look like it. So I think we're at an advantage. I think we are at an advantage. Apparently a couple of people have crashed. That's brought the safety car out, I think. Let's just conserve the tyres for now. See what we can do. There's one lap left of safety car conditions. Arbolo in 12th at the moment. John started up in 8th on the intermediate tyres. I think this is really going to come into us because a couple of laps it is going to get a little bit more damp, and we're in that crossover point between inter and slick conditions, so hopefully John Stoddart will make the most of this. And we've got about 6 laps of fuel. What's wrong with the suspension? Oh dear. We'll just keep going for now. Keep going for now. It's alright. It's alright. So she's in 6th at the moment. We'll tell them to push a bit more. Because they're not going to make it to the end of the race on this set of tyres anyway, so I haven't actually seen the response to the first video, so maybe nobody ever watched it, but you know, make sure you leave your suggestions down below and I'll try and do it for season 2 of this. So race is underway once again. We may try and fix our suspension in the next pit stop, but she seems to be going alright at the moment, but I am slightly concerned by it. It's 23% now, so but she is doing very, very well indeed. So there we go. Keep an eye on the fuel. And Sergio still in 10th place. Well, sorry, he's just moved up into 9th. Oh, and he's been overtaken again. This is good stuff, good racing. And he's just took 9th place. She's up in 5th at the moment, John Stoddart, which is good to see. How's the weather looking? It's still going to rain until the end of the race by the looks of things, so we'll just keep going with the way we are at the moment. Do we pit at this lap? Or is it too early? I think we pit at this lap because we need to get that part looked at. So we'll fix that. We'll change our tyres to the intermediates and we'll fuel her up till the end of the race. And that should be good. 16-second pit stop, but it'll be worth it. We'll pit him in. Fuel options. Fuel him till the end of the race. And here he comes. Double stacking. And we're away. There we go. So, just push till the end of the Grand Prix, folks. John Stoddart is already in a point scoring position, so let's see how far she can get up. Hopefully she can get back up to where she was before, which was 5th, of course. So well, she's in 8th now. People will still be making pit stops. Dembele needs to pit. Al Sadat maybe. Maybe the front runners might need to pit one more time. I don't think Antonov, Marquetta or Beauchamp will need to pit again, but you never know with these things. She is lapping quite fast. She's in 7th place at the moment. How's Arbeloa doing? He's down in 14th position. We might just go to overtake engine mode and keep an eye on it. You don't want them to run out of fuel. She's up in 5th place at the moment, which is very, very good to see. Keep an eye on her fuel though. She's still got 2 laps of fuel left, which is good. Yeah, I'll blow her down in 13th position. It's going to have to attack, I'm afraid. She can attack as well now. So he's in 12th. He can possibly get out into the top 10. Oh, she's in 4th. She's in 4th. This is good stuff. This is a good drive. On the final lap of the Grand Prix. Don't think we're going to quite make it to the podium, but well, I say that. She's up in the 3rd. What a drive this has been by Edda Grimsdotter, I was going to call her. John's daughter. Bouchamp has won the Grand Prix. Antonov has finished in 2nd, and John's daughter is going to come round and finish in 3rd position. What an excellent performance. And Arbeloa just misses out of the top 10. He finishes in 11th. That's unfortunate, but a brilliant performance from John's daughter. And we've got another podium this season. But Bouchamp is the winner of this Grand Prix. He dominated it really. Antonov in 2nd there as well. Not great for us, but you know, well, I was quite happy with that. Obviously we had to fix a suspension, and that was a bit of a problem. Now apparently we had a risk of rule breaking. Well, apparently not, so that's alright. So we finished in 3rd position, only a couple of seconds behind Antonov in the end. Oh no, this is gaps to each other. So Arbeloa finished in the top 10. What happened? Oh, rules. Oh, 4 places. Breaking the rules, some teams. So that's not good for them, but we finish in 3rd, 18 points there. And that's very good. She's up to 6th in the Drivers' Championship now. And that's a good performance for us. 6th and 9th now. We're still 5th, but certainly staying thereabouts, which is good. And well, I'm quite happy with that. I think for the end of the season we might do the final 2 rounds. Obviously I'll play in between now and then. Arbeloa not really doing that well, to be honest. His stats aren't terrific. She's doing a lot better than him, and we may have to look at getting a new driver for next season. HQ, we've also bought. So, oh dear, an ultimatum. Well, should the next race be the next episode then? Oh dear. I think we need to maybe take action. We're going to fire Arbeloa. We're going to have to take instant action here, so an extended episode. Now then. Well, these guys aren't going to be interested, are they? Yeah, exactly. That's Felipe Massa, all meant to be. Sevilla or Mori. Sevilla looks good. Start negotiations. Number 2 driver. There we go. Yeah. Well, he's gone. Yeah. if you don't finish third or above in the next race. I assume that means the third best point scorer. Obviously we need to improve that. The telemetry centre is going to be improved soon. Building Handling Development Centre is under construction as well. We can buy new buildings if we want to. Perhaps a wind tunnel or a test track. Yeah, why not? Oh dear. Okay. Right, so yeah, next episode will be the next race. So yeah, let's look out for that in the next few days. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like down below if you did. You don't have to, of course, but it means a lot for me and for the channel. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching and goodbye.